pretty darn good throughout the early days of this tournament.
They've looked dang good. We've seen the individual performances. You're looking at Joko and Exorcist to be the primaries there in terms of firepower output. We've seen the team play. I mean, obviously, we've seen them triumph against this Complexity roster not too long ago, but Complexity out for a little bit of revenge. And look, it breaks my heart to say this as a massive NACS booster.
No.
Complexity's looked a little shaky here. They have not looked excellent.
Little maybe is an understatement. But, you know, they say you can never stop the flop, and maybe the flop just hasn't been going yet. Here's their chance to start it, and here's where they really need to T-side beginning for Heat on map number 1 of Vertigo. As usual, they'll be taking some good space out towards ramp. JT concedes the lane. But it's Junior, actually, to get things going. XRC's fast on the trade. There's 2 players sandbag.
They don't have a molly, so that's going to be a tough position to deal with. They're set up nicely for this, but this is a B play. It was to draw them away. The bomb's made its way in towards mid. They found these kills, and maybe they're wise to this, but it might be too little too late. These players are making their way in towards B. Now the auto queue's been given up. Floppy's got this. He's got the mid space.
Joko's holding for it, though. He should be prepared. He finds one. Grim needs the trade. He's got it. Junior as well for support. It's just Afro. Left alive. He has a good spot. Hears them both. Needs to be ready in the flick. It's fast. And now in the 1v1, it's Junior on top.
Okay, Junior, starting out hot here early. That crosshair heating up 3 big kills, and he's had some big numbers in the games they've played so far, even in some of their losses as well. So if he can get started early here, that's a very good sign for Complexity. Heat, I mean, that one seemed to go to plan, right? They do some damage out towards A ramp. They pull everybody off the B site. They get that site for free, get that bomb down, even get some of the early picks. But then all of a sudden, it just falls apart. Unfortunate in the pistol round for them. They'll be able to invest here, though, off the bomb plant, and the threat is far from removed. They're bringing the pain again. Lucky picking up the majority of the utility to set up their next play, and at least initially, it's headed towards the A ramp.
Oh, yeah. Glass Canyon. It's Junior trying to get something done here, and that's where the Glass Cannon gets a little risky.
Well, he's got armor.
Oh.
Just no head of the armor.
You know,
his cannon.
my eyesight, maybe I need to get it checked out. It's eluding me.
Glass.
It's eluding me.
It's like pyrite. Pyrex.
Pyrex?
Pyrex. There we go. Which Pyrex is glass made with pyrite? Is that true? Or am I making that up?
I don't know. Might just be a name. I'll choose to believe you. I'll choose to believe you, because obviously you can see better than me, so maybe you can have the better knowledge too here.
This has been a slow round to start. We're a minute down. The smokes have held them at bay, at least for now, but Heat still seem pretty committed to this A take. Now they'll throw a little bit of a space maker. But this counter's in here as well for Complexity. And clock is starting to become an issue.
It is.
Having seen nothing else here, Complexity double down and a couple kills come their way. This isn't working. This isn't looking good. Exorcist gets one, but it's being mopped up. Joko back in the action. It's all into Afro now, and he's the man with the scout. Not exactly your ideal 1v3. Gun and Fang will polish him off, deal with the damage, find his 3rd kill of the round, and secure a 2nd for Complexity.
That was looking a little dangerous off the rip for Cole. Missed opportunity for Junior. He doesn't get a chance to get a clean shot off. Has to fall away, but his teammates are there to back up. Heat was looking for aggression. Complexity never gave it away, so...
Floppy's rocking the MP5. We saw Grim play with this as well. I gotta ask these guys what's going on here, because the MP5 is not a gun you see a whole lot of.
Floppy's a troll.
I mean, yes.
But...
that is his nature.
Maybe there's something secret that we don't know.
I think it's about the smoke spam, maybe with a silencer.
I mean, on a map like Vertigo, it makes sense.
And if you've gotten used to playing with the A1S, right? You want to go for some of those same potential cheeky smoke spams. Maybe that's the logic here. We'll have to ask. I'm curious.
To be had here. But JT, first contact, he'll allow Fang to walk up in close. Lots of space given over here for Cole. And Junior's on the line, just narrowly spots the head. Can't finish his food, though.
Oh, another one. 3 HP on Joko. They're all just getting tagged down. Who wants to jump on the op next? They're going to try and burst on just with the pistols. They should be soft. Maybe they're expecting the op to be somewhat isolated. It is anything but.
And that molly should further sell that no one's in close.
Ideally.
You'd think.
JT's the contact man. He's going to try and distract them, and the smoke's going to go in at just the right moment here. Here's the cleanup. Fang looking for it, and he's got it. All into body.
Deagle, see if he can get something. The head to be hunted, possibly. JT is unhealthy. He's got the angle, but he can't find the shot. Junior's reposted with the AWP. Where do you head? Bomb's on his back. Maybe you consider heading towards B, see if you can isolate a duel there. No. Just hold for the aggression.
He's got the bomb. He's got 30 seconds.
But he doesn't have a chance, unfortunately.
He didn't want to go for the cheeky play.
No. So, 3-0 for Cole. Good way to get things started for the Americans.
Hot start. Get the gears turning. Get the kills flowing. Get the frags aplenty. I mean, look, they just played Vertigo earlier today against Order, right? They've had some matches to warm up here. It's been a while, but they had some matches to warm up. They played on Vertigo. They took the dub on Vertigo as well. Confidence builder there. So HEET, it was a little bit of a bold pick to bring in. It's a map that this team likes to play. And Floppy didn't get that kill. That was JT. Drop it on in, though. He'll gain so much space, and playing together with JT, now you got a situation where you're locked out. And this is some of the chemistry coming over. I know the desk's talking about this team still needing to gel. Well, Floppy and JT have been playing together a little bit longer. So they're working out nicely as a duo.
Finds a molly kill, too.
Just the other side of the map.
Yeah.
Burns one alive.
And this is the rifles up, too, for HEET. This was the round that should have been the pivot for them, and it's looking rough. The flop escapes, stays alive with the MP5. And now ramp has to be the direction where you apply a little pressure. Bomb recovered. Lucky, too, is poking, but Cole doesn't have to give anything away here. They can play this pretty darn passive. Lucky wants to sell something on this side of the map, maybe get Junior off the line, but Junior stands. Connects onto the shot. Now the mollies will reaggress. And the two remaining Frenchmen will look to group here.
Okay, there's a kill. That might draw some more attention.
He should be ready for Junior.
Junior's posted. His teammate's not close enough to help. Junior! It's going to be a wing shot, but not the kill. Graham not quite quick enough to save his comrade, but may have just done it for the round. 35 seconds here. Lucky needs to make a move. He needs to get his groove on, and it's not going to happen. So the guns can be retrieved. The op should be available, and it is indeed Complexity to salt away a fourth.
I love that little double aggression over towards the stairs nice and early on. Use the MP5's mobility, get something done with that, and then the follow-up for the Famos. Complexity recognized their weaknesses. They closed the gap, and they made them a strength. Now it's going to be a pretty tough turn for the economy of HEET. They will have enough to buy into a hero weapon here. Joko, I mean, you talked about him. The desk talked about him. He's been excellent thus far this tournament.
It's an interesting decision, though, right? To go for the hero rifle at this juncture. Certainly. I'll put them on the back foot as they go forward. Here's the clear by the danger panel. There's the peek, but Joko snappy on it, showing why they trusted him with this gun. He's going to press forward. Grim holds the line. Joko down, but the rifle can be regained, and Lucky will bring that to great effect. The trades are there. Junior, aggressive into it, flying forward. He doesn't have one more, and it's a 2v2. He was loath to give up the angle, loath to give up the space, but look at these players. Now they're grouping. Exercise coming in to help him out. And Afro will play off of it. What a kill to capitalize on. It's all on to Fang.
Look at the util, though. He has a good belt left, nade forward, but no one's wounded enough to die for it. Damage is good. He spots out one. But that's just the poke. The Eagle's trying to bait in. No, it's more than that.
Got the op.
Op recovered.
Here's the regroup. Go up over the mid-berm instead. Assume that someone might have pressed forward onto that angle, but they haven't. They've given him the space. They've not given him a fight that he was looking for now. They can play safe and play off that bomb. It's been spotted.
He doesn't know about the op either. Now he will.
Misses.
But in close. Afro's low. Is Fang ready for this? It's going to be tough. Swings there. Afro just better. The hero rifle works out. And Heath converted there first.
That they did. That they did off of one hero gun and pistols. Bit of a blunder made, perhaps. I mean, these were some snappy shots from Junior, but then he sticks around. He continues to commit. He goes for one more, not realizing there's a player in towards the site. They have the advantage there, right? You can wait on it. But he wanted to deny the space. He wanted to deny the bomb plant, and in doing so, he was denied life.
The reinvestment will come through. Junior will still have an AWP to work with, but this starts to get risky, especially for Grim, who tried to go aggro. Floppy flashed him in, but he wasn't ready for the man up the ladder.
Now at a disadvantage, now with problems going on. Floppy domed
Second round.
here. Not getting much out of this B position. He's being overwhelmed, and Lucky is alone here, but he might soon signal for his comrades to come join him.
Great spray on the finish there for Lucky. Unless something is walked straight into the hands of Cole, they might honestly just look to save onto these weapons. Not much of a loss bonus to work with at all. And they're being locked out completely.
Fang wanted to chase that kill, knowing that a player might be isolated. Coming back into that is bold. Well, boldly they will try. Not gonna happen here.
Does Heat want the hunt, though? Joko's in a position to go for it. Exorcist's here to support as well.
I mean, sure, why not?
They have even util to back it up if they want to push further. Getting this op out of Junior's hands would be great. The op's position has already been given away. They know it's in the server.
Seems like Complexity's cams might have gone a bit awry. But they are continuing to do damage here. Fang drop, Fang out. Now it's all about the big AWP. That time's ticking away, but Junior still has so many precious seconds to try and survive. They're pressuring him from the ramp side. He could press forward, but he has no idea, no information. There's one down ladder now as well. So if he rounds this corner, he'll find the kill. There we go. Slips away, just about surviving with that big green.
And survival it is found. Little damage, you'll never complain about that one, but Complexity going to be hard-pressed to muster too much around that weapon if they even want to invest whatsoever.
So what do they do with the AWP to maximize its value here? There's some kit as well, right? There's util. That could be spread out to his teammates to throw for him, to set him up, the flashbangs in particular. We're not going to do that just yet. Fang will be forward. Some tight angles being played here just easy.
He's entering the setup. Grim's playing close, opt for contact. Doesn't go deeper, though.
How patient can they be? They're bringing multiples. They're just dropping utility, or are they going to join him? They're going to join him. Util over. They're pressuring in towards mid, but the ops moved off the angle. Junior's giving up the space.
And now he'll head his way back towards the site, conceding that space in mid. B, though, seems like that may be more the direction this Heat squad wants to head. Already some space to work with over at the stairs, but instead it's a re-rotation back towards ramp. This is where the op is. This is where the brunt of the stack is, too. But they've given away 40 seconds. You can just leave if you're Heat, or you can hunt for the AWP.
They're going to press into it.
They want it. It's Fang close.
Here.
P250. It's
They're
good in these
grouped up.
situations, but he needs to hit it immediately. He does. Now guns on the ground. This gets funky. He's charging forward. AK for more. Fang for two. And he even wants another.
He's got the bomb on
Has
the
he
ground.
done enough, though? Op is still here. Junior is still holding. The bomb is down, and sure, Joko spams through it. Look at the clock. It's 20 seconds, and it's floppy on the site close. USP in. Op's on the floor, but still the timer. It is ticking. Floppy, when does he activate it to crossfire? It's a bait. This could be perfection. No! Lucky denies.
Such a prime opportunity given over by Fang. So many kills. 3 found from that position. Guns down on the ground, but they cannot convert. Such work put forward. Bomb dropped out in the open. There's still an op in your teammates' hands, but they can't get angles on towards that. And Joko and Lucky pressing forward, clean things up. Keep that in control of the Heat squad. That one, far too dangerous. Way too close for comfort. But they still get the conversion. And as always, that is what matters. Floppy going to get forward here. They've not had a lot of success with this Behold. He's been caught out many a time in the Molotov. The Flames will continue to do so. He's dangerously up on top of the panels here. Going to be way out in the open while the spam hasn't found him just yet. It's only a matter of time, but Grim to support. The smoke needs to go down, but Grim's found the kills. He's done the damage.
And he gets away. Man advantage maintained. So now, even more utility will have to be invested. You see the mollies going in to try and work this reclear. They found it, boost up maybe. Grim, he's ready. Spam straight through the floor, body down at 3, and Grim looks for another opportunity. Smoke away. He'll just hold on the back side of it, and Exorcist gives the bomb up. Grim, he'll look for the ace. And Afro's just on the other side. He ambles up, and he finds the shot still. A 1v3. Time. A bit of money in the bank account still, so Afro can keep poking this one.
Gonna see if someone else will give him an opportunity. With Fang being down the ramp, they're not too worried about the rotation off, and obviously the Molotov still tips them off. There's so many corners to clear if you try and bail out of this as a lone man, so Afro's gonna try and press forward instead, see if he can't fight with the enemy that he knows. Unfortunately, he doesn't really know how many of them there actually are.
And, well, it's a big number. 3 there. He's already shown his position. Surely this one's over. It will be. Junior shuts down. And they've given Junior an op. A round, too. The aggression. Well, it wasn't Floppy, the man pushing to get it done. It was the bait on in. And it was Grim nearly finding the ace. 120 ADR.
Floppy was just the meat shield for Grim's success there. I
don't even know if he was a meat shield. He was just a piece of cheese, right? It's easy pickings to take him down, but then the trap gets sprung.
Grim's on the other side of it. The jaws snap closed. It's 12-6 early on. Nice bit of showing here from Grim to keep them in the lead. And you're going to get a pause called by HEET. Not happy with how that one played up. Let's see what they adjust here. Body and Floppy. Who's going to crack the 0 first? It's not a great position to be in as a player.
No, not quite. But still, HEET have a chance. Probably also talking a little bit about how they want to divide this investment. Everyone should be in a pretty good place. Exorcist maybe just sticking down to a Galil, something along those lines.
Now what we got here? What's the funky look?
Mac 10.
Got the Mac. Go for the speed. Go for the jump around the corner play.
They probably go fast then. Over towards the ramp. That's the early one. Is Junior here? Not yet. He's on the backside. Supportive utility for JT instead. Fang set up. The A1Ss are so potent on these angles. You can see Fang hunting forward on the spray. His teammate's in trouble. And it's 2 for 1. Good for the T's. The Mac 10 setting the pace, setting the precedent. But they need to set Juniors up to the floor. Grim's pushing. Going deep on the angle. Joko's holding on the other side. This is make or break. And Grimmy's made it. Smoke forward as well. Now Junior has help too. It's all 3 players from Cole on this site, but minute 10 left on the clock. HEET have options. They don't have to rush this, and they've just been given a freebie. Through the wall, down goes Grim. Cole have to concede. Bomb can be planted unless Junior hits this on the wall bang. Afro is low. One shot would do it if he tries to commit to the plant here.
Smokes are not far off from the fade either. Get the lineup. He's going to come off of it, looking for one more shot, trying to bait out the response, trying to bait out something, and precious seconds do slip away. But they're wary about the mid lurk now, right? Because they're trying to bait, because they're trying to buy time, they're now wary that someone might be around, and they're not. That denies the plant. No, the bomb's gone down. Floppy has cracked the board, but now he's in the clutch. He knows where the player's out, and he's got the kill. What a way to get involved in the party. He's going to take the round. He's going to retrieve the op, and he's going to keep Complexity chugging along here to the tune of 6.
And HEET, I mean, I love the change of pace. They set the precedent, and the precedent was fast. Taking the ramp, it was a contact setup for JT to be flashed in. From Junior playing more passive, the op found no impact, but it was just Junior being the supportive man. A flash as well enabled Floppy for the first 2. So well placed.
Still, this round's expensive.
That's how they got Grim. That's impressive.
Brutal.
Yeah.
And the bomb's gone down as well, so this should be a buyback in, you'd assume, for HEET. And this is going to be a critical juncture, I'd suspect, for Complexity. You can see their banks depleted. And actually, no. They'll opt to go a little bit more conservative. Not even a hero rifle picked up here. They're not investing much into this. It's going to be onto the pistols. They're going for the run boost. They fluffed it.
Oh,
no, Joko! Hands in the air as his body sails to the dirt. And they're down a man right off the rip.
Oh, that's got to bring the feels right back to a good place for Complexity to just get a free opener. Just like that. Honestly, I like the idea of the run boost, though.
I mean, you're
Floppy's
around
been
like
contesting
this.
that space so much, you might as well go for something funky, try and catch him off guard. Didn't happen. Instead, Floppy's back, chilling out.
Got to drill that one a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah.
They're going to boost up here.
They should be dead.
Surely. Can't hit it on the flick. This is tough now. Floppy has to back away. There's a molly there, but he's got the shot as well. Util doesn't come in to support, doesn't come in to give him the space. But now they're going to re-clear. They've got this ground. They've got the kills. The round is looking bleak for HEET.
Floppy from nearly encroaching upon secret agent status to now topping out the charts, finding almost a second round here. Wait a second. Lucky. He almost had that one down, running out of bullets now. Junior will tuck, and he'll find no more. Impressive for a moment, but back to my point, yeah, Floppy's tough early start for him. Finds a clutch, finds big impact in that last round. It's a nice turn for the man. Oh, don't show this. Come on, guys. Oh. He'll stop falling eventually.
Journey down. Heartbreaking if you're a player. Paul's going to come through here as Joko tries to explain why that bit of movement wasn't his fault. He had lost. His frames were dropping. It's fine. It's fine.
It's his teammate's fault. Internet went out. You know, cams were off. You know, never his fault.
It happens sometimes. It happens. You know.
Yeah, technically, the ball's in action though here. So, a moment before we get back into the action.
Okay, so Complexity early on. Look, we were a bit concerned for this team headed into it, but they're looking very good on the CT side. And admittedly, some of that is what we've seen carry over from that Order game, where the CT sides in particular, we were seeing some nice things. But the players are hitting that are hitting. Floppy was slow, but gets the big momentum play, comes back through. Junior's hitting some nice shots. Feng is going aggressive on that ramp to great effect. We saw some big rounds off of Grim. So early signs are encouraging here if you're an NACS fan. Are you an NACS fan?
I plead the fifth on that one.
No bias.
No bias.
Never. Meanwhile, on the Heat side,
I think I can be an NACS fan and also really like this Heat roster.
I do
they've been
like
playing
Heat.
some damn good Counter-Strike this event.
I'm sorry that we keep casting them against Complexity.
I know.
But I do enjoy this Heat roster quite a bit.
Them and 9Z have been the teams that have been impressing me thus far this tournament, especially.
Certainly.
JT?
I always just love this story when an unsigned roster sticks together for so long, battles it out, and manages to find organization support.
Yeah.
Brings a little warmth to
It
your
hits
heart.
a certain tone for those of us that have spent some time in NA. And Junior, well, he hits a certain shot. Free opener out towards mid. So now, what's the reply out of Heat? They're applying some pressure on the ramp, but it definitely feels like Cole are not feeling it too much. Till now, JT drops. The op connects. Bang, what a reply. Doubles down off the spray. The A1S through the smoke is potent, but the op in Junior's hands even better. Now body alone. AWP recovered. Only 2 kills to his name. He'd need to hunt down an additional 3, and he wants the fight against Junior.
He doesn't know where he's gotten to. He doesn't know if he's backed off. He doesn't have a Molotov for this clear. Clearing this with an AWP against an op. Kind
He
of
takes the risk.
Now he's been spotted. He's waiting for the response, and it will be there. Junior giving him what he wanted, and Body's hitting here. All right, here comes the fire. Here comes the ferociousness from Body. He's been quiet, but he comes awake at just the right moment. Op creeping towards the side hallway. Floppy coming up the ramp. Does he pick correctly? Because Body could actually have him.
Oh, the gamble.
Expecting the op to play from the ramp, that's where you would naturally approach. He thinks it might be cement.
But the timing, Floppy's already passed Body,
gotta
late on the
smoke, too.
reclear, so he'll double back the other direction. 2 flashes.
Stick it.
Bomb
He's just
planted
gonna
for him.
stick it.
Floppy's holding. It's an AWP. There's nothing you can do. It's a full 10 seconds, but he shuts it down. Body for the 1 versus 3.
4 huge kills. He was done. He was out of that. There was no chance. He baits the first peek out from Junior, punishes. Brings the hurt on to the next, trying to trade, punishes. And then shuts down Floppy
If
in
Floppy
the 1v1.
has a kid, he wins. That's the tragedy of that round.
Timeout called here by Heat. I'd imagine that one to let the columns clear from the celebrations. What a round for Body to come alive. We saw one from Floppy earlier, right? Same sort of situation,
Yeah.
big moment when they needed it. Body delivers now. Big play.
Big
moment.
big play.
Huge potential swing in this half as well, because that was looking dire for Heat.
I mean, look what it's done to the money for Complexity. They're fully invested into this round. Only 3 rifles to work with. One of them a FAMAS. This is a big swing.
It's a big swing.
I mean, it's tough for Heat, too. Money department. Loser of this round, things start to look grim.
I think that's what Complexity recognizes, right? That they do have a chance to bring this back in whack, but you have to convert here.
I mean, this is how they can absolve themselves of the sins of losing that 1v3. It's really the only way.
So where do they go? Aggressive on the ramp early on. Grim's going to get 1 in mid, but he is traded. And that was one of your only rifles. One of the 3 down for the count. They're really hoping that this A-ramp play is going to come through. And having gained the space towards mid, they're actually backing off of it. They're not giving them the fight. They'll drop Feng low and deep here. And now they'll start to rotate the bodies around. No, they're actually committing into this fight. They're going on forward. They're chasing this. This is bold because it's left the other side of the map completely open for Heat to just slide on into B and get themselves a free and clear bomb plant.
Now, my question is, how much does Complexity commit on in? I imagine you send the Beagles hunting. See how much they can get done. If you find something early, if you open up that space, then you send on into this. But look at the utility belt. It is low, and the extension from Heat is good. Bomb is yet to hit the floor, and they're already losing bodies. Lucky's in trouble, and the nade finishes. Now just 2. But it's Body. It's Afro. It's his duo that can be so strong to clutch it up again, and it has to be Body for a second round, but he whiffs it. Floppy with the dig, so it's Afro alone. The first shot to hit, but he can't quite perform. The critical round, it swings the way of Cole.
They had to do it. They had to wash the taste of that lost 3v1 out of their mouths, and they've done it. Have Complexity Heat unable to hang on. Free and clear bomb plant. Full numbers up, ready to defend it, and they just get blown out of the sight. Bit of a blunder there from Heat. It's not looking good for them. And, I mean... It hasn't looked good for them this half so far, right? I mean, there's that improbable body round, that nuts body round, the huge clutch. But outside of that, these gun rounds have been a struggle for this French squad.
Yeah.
They have been coming up against a wall in Complexity.
Well, let's see if they can find anything else with the lesser arms. This is going to be heavy towards the ramp. And talk of that, I've liked the way that Cole has been contesting this ramp space. It's not a crutch on Junior. The rifles have been really good to get aggro, and it looks to be the same again here. Bomb on the floor, JT. Is there anything to clear him out? Doesn't seem so. No mauling. He even smokes himself off. Safety. And now his teammates here to support. He'll amble up and look for another shot. No more to be found, but there's wall bangs. There's supportive elements. That gun is not slipping away. And now Body.
Does he do it again?
No. Surely not again.
There was a second where I saw he was the last alive and thought, but maybe.
You know, Body's really true to his name, because in his player cam, we only see his body.
He's got the angles. He knows his angles. He knows his sight lines. Complexity are looking for double digits here. Pretty prime situation, again, considering this is their opponent's map pick.
Yeah.
We got Ancient coming up next. Ancient.
And I didn't hear if the desk said it, but I believe that if Cole win this, 9Z get to go to the Pro Tour conference. I believe so. Because they're a partner team, no? So
that's true.
If they win on in, then it would give it to 9Z. So
I think that might be
South
true.
American fans, I suppose, also got to rally behind this Cole squad.
Could get interesting. Oh, here's the aggression from Fang. He's been brilliant at this on A ramp. Is he able to get away? They don't expect him to go forward. What a madman! Who does this? Joko brings back one, but the trade is there for the nade, and A ramp is closed for business. It's not happening today, Heat. Not this round. Not here. Not now.
And Fang gets away too. No punishment off his aggression, as he's able to cut away the fat. Take down 2. Now this is desperate from the Frenchman. They'll push their way up ramp. Fang wants more. Oh, this man wants another. The flick up is perfection, but Lucky. He still replies. He has a molly to clear out towards the sandbags, and he has time to work with. Bomb on his belt, but players already rotated in against him. Ready on the angle. JT still hits it, so Cole shut down. Double digits secured now.
Now, I know there's been much made about how Complexity has looked so far in the existence of this roster, right? This is how you want them to look if you're Complexity, right? JT setting up the system for a lockdown defense on Vertigo, and then your firepower is coming through. We've had pop-offs for Junior. We've had massive pop-offs for Fang. We've had pop-offs for Grim. We've had Floppy come through as well. This is how you want the team to look. Now, there's still another half of CS to play, and I think their T-sides are where they've broken down at times.
True.
But Heat have not given themselves many advantages as we're approaching the half. One more round here. Body will do it difficultly, but he will eventually find the kill he needed.
Fang? Surely he doesn't fall too. That Mac 10 dealing damage. The Galil does too. So now 4 versus 3. Site is secured. Over towards the B side of the map. It's last round. Cole has to go for this retake, but Utilit's limited. Floppy one flash. Molly at his feet. He has to fall.
They're just gonna have to wait out this Util. There's still another flash and a nade. Not a ton, but something, and many crosshairs to work with here for Heat. And everybody from Complexity is coming from the same side. They got no stairs presence. It's all gonna have to happen here.
And they have the util to do it. Molly goes deep. It's Joko. Close team damage. Courtesy of Floppy, he'll still find a kill, but the trades are good. It's Joko for a double as Heat finds 5 at the half.
If you only believe in me, don't you be like that. I will love you forever.
Here, a Vertigo.
Yeah, there's absolutely still a lot of work to do if you're Complexity, right? I mean, we've seen these T sides get away from them before, and HEET, always dangerous. We saw the pop-off rounds even in the first half. Oh, there weren't necessarily as many as you'd like. Exercise going to go aggressive here. Flashbang to set him up, and eventually he will be able to finish the kill. Now there's two players here, just one on the steps, so they're looking for some action, and Joko with a little bit of a jump spot out towards the ramp will sound the alarm.
They fall back and look to hold in defensive positions. Nade set up. Deal damage, deny that plant. At least those are the hopes. And the double nade doesn't quite work out. Joko, though, finds a shot through the smoke off the fringes. JT to drop bomb is still down, though, but Complexity have to stay close. They need to fight this one. You cannot fall too far away. In a disadvantage this large, Fang. Oh, he cannot do it. Exercise good for it. Now the work back in is excellent. There's a kid on Joko. This is all going swimmingly for the French. They convert it in flawless fashion. Really impressive way to get things started.
The only way that could have been better is if you got the team ace. But they do convert it flawlessly. That's looking good for HEET early on here. Bomb money does likely mean there will be threat in this next round, but that was comfortable, right? You rebuff the early B advance, you shut it down towards A, everything goes according to plan. Yes, you can see the bomb plant. That's just the reality of Vertigo A site. Once those smokes are up, it's very difficult to prevent that bomb from going down unless you really want to swing and commit. Weapons are, in fact, going to come through for Complexity, including a scout for Junior, which can be tricky to make work on this T side, but he will try. A lover of the scope.
Average scope enjoyer.
I'd say above average scope enjoyer.
A high-level scope enjoyer. And, well, for now, a scope misser. Nothing to connect early.
Well, there's no scope, right? No scoping.
I don't know how much I'll invest into the stocks of that one. Maybe you can try that at your stand-up career. The trade's there. It's good. JT for Lucky. Gun, eventually, to be recovered onto the Galil. Only one player anchoring towards B, but rotates underway. And Exercise is fine for it. Able to pick off another with the M4. So into a 4 versus 3 now. It has to be this re-clear.
I like the detail of how careful Exercise is there, right? The one position someone could be in is boosted up to pop over that danger panel, and he's just ready for it. Nice kill down from Afro, shuts down Fang, who had a bit of a forward position. Now this makes it very difficult for the ramp players to get much of anything going here. And Afro continues to be a nuisance. Joko seeing Grim get forward. And Grim, with that shot, might secure a plant, but he wants more. He's not content with just the plant. He gets 2, and he makes this round a question mark again. The scout will keep Grim clean for the moment, but they are chasing him down, and the scout cannot connect. Junior has that bomb to play off of. Do they have a smoke? They do. They have 2, even. They can obscure so much of his vision and now bring the threat of the fight. And while he will take 1, there's just too many.
Another clutch for Body this time. Just the trade to maintain that 2 versus 1. Really tough to win that when the smokes, the defuse was already available there with the kit. And Complexity not quite able to muster. I did like the mid-round adaptation out of them. They left themselves options. Something that is very palate cleansing coming off that previous series.
Now here's the question, right? Get the bomb down.
Sure.
Take it down to a 1v1.
Do you play the Force by Wars? Is this what we're thinking?
Do you invest back in? They're going to. Absolutely.
And it's a strong investment.
Not bad at all, but there is an op on the other side now for Lucky. He's been playing B for the most part so far. It's been early days, but where do they put that op now? In towards mid.
Is Grim going to give a fight here? He likes playing himself some mid. On Vertigo. And Body, wait, he's actually fallen to the Mac 10. Does this buy any rotations in mid? Does this leave a gap for Grim? Not yet, but keep your eyes on him, because now it surely does. Afro taken down. Joko, he's the sole defender of this site, but Complexity pumped the brakes. Minute 30, man advantage by 2. You don't have to rush things.
Certainly not. He needs help, though, and he's called for it. Exercise starting to rotate to support. He's just got that MP9, so he wants to close the angles, get in towards that side hall fight, give himself some ability to make the MP9 work for him. It has left B open, though. And
here's the thing.
Time whittles off the clock. Eventually, they have to consider that possibility.
I mean, Exercise is here, but he's not necessarily in a position to help. Now the smoke's coming up. Utility to support. He's in a bit better positioning. Now they're together.
They're going forward.
They group. They're pushing this. They want to contest. Sandbags Junior. How is he alive? Gets it done off the adjustment. It's only Lucky it's a save. Round's over. Cole take it, not losing a single member in the process.
That's the problem with the SMG at range. It'll betray you.
Oh.
It'll betray you, and indeed it does there. Complexity find the first T-side round, and, well, we talked about the temptation to buy in with one player remaining. Now there's just that op looking to save and no money.
Did they see the op? I don't think they know.
No, I don't think so. Lucky was in towards mid. They never tested it. I don't know that they...
Yeah, Grim never swung deep. I don't think he shot. Was never in a position to do so. So, this weapon should be kept. But is there enough here for a reinvestment?
No.
Heat's not going to have a loss bonus.
Yeah.
It's just going to have to be, what, pistols, maybe? Keep it up around that op. Hope for something.
Around it. They might buy around and go for the double eco.
You could go for Deeks, but when you're already at a deficit, when your opponent is already at 11, it feels like a big risk to be taking.
Going for it. No? Yes. Yep. There they go. They're in. It's a double eco, right? So they'll go ahead and send it in. And they'll just wait to get proper guns if this one doesn't work out. Afro enabled with that AWP. He's got it back now. Lucky giving it up. So where does that shift his position? Wants to go even more aggressive in towards mid. The op didn't find the pick last time, but maybe that's just because it didn't push far enough. An exchange early on here, but Lucky does manage to trade out JT. Grim's holding for this. If Afro keeps going eventually, he's going to get caught for sure. Joko will peek it first, maybe give him a chance to survive, or just win it himself. No, not going to happen, but Afro's now looking for it. And that's the shot. Now they know there's an op out on the field. But is that going to be enough to keep them alive in this round?
Floppy's here. He'll poke, apply pressure, but time to re-rotate.
He's got an AK of his own. That bomb's retrieved. Got committed either direction just yet, but with Fang so far forward and Junior making inroads on A, that does seem to be the way the bomb will flow. Minute on the clock, still plenty of time. No executes with 15 seconds remaining right now.
And the op's again in the right place. Afro's holding this angle. If Floppy's not careful, he could lose a head.
Smoke's down though.
Yeah, keeps him safe. Afro not going to get anything off that line. Body does have a flash. He won't contest fully, instead just ambling up. Complexity still have time though. 40 seconds. They're not in a huge rush to get this bomb down. They can poke, prod, try and pull someone forward. And Afro's op, well, it finds a tag to the box. It won't connect onto the kill. So, post plant for Cole. Op, probably going to get saved unless they get something early. And Body will be the man to hunt for it. He's pushing. In deep he goes. Needs a shot onto Feng. Can't do it. That should call it off. MP9 will still commit, but it's over.
The op's out. Bailed. The round is survived. That was dangerous for sure, but the smokes gave them enough of a curtain. And Afro not being able to hit the gamble shot through means he'll have to backpedal. So a 5-round lead now established, now built up here for Complexity, and again, the French squad at the back foot. They'll have to take another eco before they're properly able to contest, so unless the op finds some magic in this round, this might be another gimme for Complexity.
Tough turns for the side of this Heat squad. They will commit down to that double eco, so Complexity, so long as they don't play their cards incorrectly here, so long as they don't give an opportunity for that op to find value. This is likely a 13th. Where do they head with it? And more importantly, where does the op head for Afro? Run boost?
Run.
He's over. But the smokes are there faster. Doesn't get a shot off early.
He's found a crack, though. They want to maximize this, and the way they're going to do that is putting him forward. And there is already a player in the angle, so if they try and bail out of this, he could punish on the chase. Or get shot straight in the face.
Yeah, Fang was holding that the whole time. Ready on the line, and look how deep JT has gotten in all this. Player close, dealt with. Floppy to do that job in mid, the split comes to fruition. They want to recover the op. That's the play here, but Fang knows it. He won't give that one away for free. Tucks towards sandbags. Can lock this one down completely. He has been spotted, but his USP's swatting flies, and the flies will die.
Agonizingly long moment as he pulls out the deagle.
You see the smile on his face right as we wisp away from him.
Just brushing sweat off of his brow there. I thought he was a dead man. Instead, Complexity again get through a round clean. Their bank's built at this point. Everybody above 4, most sitting above 7. There's cash reserves available. And Heat's going to reinvest, but losing the AWP mirror means they don't got it. They don't have the Zoom banger. Hasn't necessarily been a difference maker just yet, but they do like to play with it, and they won't have that option.
Mid presence for Complexity. Already up quite deep. They can split this one towards B, or they can fight even more. Afro actually wins things out over Grim. Now Junior maybe in a bit of a tight spot because his opposition, they can hop up towards this mid-berm, and they will try to do so. The op shot misses. Down goes Junior. This is all falling apart for Cole. Fang's the only one remaining. He was the lurk. He was alone towards the ramp. And now Bomb is down. You have money, 10K in the bank account. You can go for damage, but it doesn't feel like much more than that is possible. First one, a gimme.
It was a tempo change for Complexity, committing heavy into mid, and they commit everybody but Fang into mid, and
Yeah.
well, the commitment doesn't work out so well. Nice setup for Heat. I mean, it really comes down to Afro hitting that first shot, right? Then all of his teammates can play off of him, but he does a great job standing up there with the rifle. More damage not available. Afro to seal the deal with a third. That was a really nice round. And not with the op either, with the rifle.
Steps up when it's needed most. I do like that Cole is trying a tempo change. They're not letting themselves get readable, but in doing so, they walk straight into a setup that's yet to be tested. I don't think there was a single round where we saw much of an investment into mid-pressure. Sure, Grim has been lurking there. He's been holding on to make sure no one gets too aggressive, but besides that, info wasn't there. And lose the round partially as a result of that. Still, plenty of money for the T's, so reinvestment is through.
Body with an initial pick, catching Fang. He's been a dangerous player, pushing the periphery, especially here towards A ramp. He's top of the board. So out of the round early. It's going to make life difficult for Complexity here, and Heat's going to take advantage, trying to take the space. Joko will do exactly that, playing around the smoke, finding so much damage, so much danger, and looking for more. Junior's out in the smoke? No, withdraws. Okay. That was
too much of a risk with an AWP. Now look at this boost up, too. That player will see the feet before Cole can make it in deep. Molly considered that would separate the two, but still, surely Afro would at least be good for one atop this box. Molly to buy even more time, buy space in this one. Cole re-rotate. We'll put some pressure over towards B, but again, it's a tough spot.
certainly nothing easy there.
I mean, there's no drawback here, right? Unless you re-rotate through mid, you know that they've taken that amount of space out towards the ramp. It has to be a commitment. It has to work here, and they're facing Lucky on the up.
A little hesitant to do it. They've got flashes. Could try and push them off the angle, but if they do, Exercise is playing anti-flash brilliantly. Should be set up for them, should be ready for them, and here comes the contact. Look like they want to do it dry. No. Flash will come in. There's the clear. Timing shot hit, though. The close clear is there, but Floppy's immediately traded, and it's all going to be on to Junior. He's only got 20 seconds, and he's got nothing working in his favor. Too many players on the other side. This would be an unreal clutch, and it's not going to happen.
Molly burns him. They get the audio cue. The swing comes through. Body shuts down. Gap is lessened to 4. Complexity, they have money left. It's a little tight, but they'll be able to invest into this round. Body. Oh, that is such a shot to start things off. Just straight through the smoke. A headshot to connect. Easy one to get things rocking in the right direction.
Probably feels pretty good to get that, since Fang was doing a lot of it on the other half.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Now you see how it feels.
Little revenge. It's a sweet, sweet dish.
You're going fast.
Body, yeah, he'll find the damage. Afro helps with that, burns away onto Floppy, and the util is just excellent. 2 players already on 1 HP for Complexity. Can you hit the reset switch? Not really. There's a Molly covering the flank. It will fade now, so options reopen, but you need to find some kind of a reply. Smoke goes in. Junior tries to spray. It's an AK, and he gets away with it too. But again, the health is so incredibly low. JT, the only healthy member, and the boost is spotted. It'll get dropped away from, and Cole will reset.
How have they not done a bullet of damage? Even fence spam you'd think would have connected at some point here.
Nothing. Not even the util. And Afro's going to dive deeper. He's going to put his hand into the cookie jar, and it's the sweetest treat on the other side. The only healthy member, he can take it down. Fang, though, still good for this entry to work his way through Afro's flank. It's going to come to fruition right here, right now, just on the other side. They're touching, and the drop given to JT. A 3v3, but the utility mostly expended 1 nade, though. Exorcise, that could kill them all, but Fang, that is outstanding! Pushes forward, finds the shot. Junior has the plant, and the HP is too low now. It's just JT.
Has to dodge the HE.
He has to, right? It hasn't come just yet. A swing forward first. Spam damage. It'd be great to deny the plant, but you don't even have a chance. Body to shut down the clutch. But really, I mean, the MVP was in the utility. No one had more than a whisper of health, not even 30 seconds into that round.
Yeah, that one looked like it was locked down and done. Surprise Complexity even to get a bomb plant out of that. The damage that they did, it will make it a little bit more of an economic hurdle to clear, but they've got the cash reserves at this point. They've got some spare. Still, that is... that was quite a decimated round. It's the reality of what you could do on A-ramp if they're continuing to take that aggressive play, and that's what they're trying to do. So HEET have found the punish just off the util, not needing to put themselves at risk for it either. That's going to slow Complexity way the heck down. They cannot go for those same fast plays. They can't do the same maneuver, and they'll try and pressure mid instead again, and this time Joko's ready for them. He's able to fall away. He's able to get the util up. Lucky misses a shot, though. That lets them into the angle. Afro here to support, and it's another shutdown towards mid. Complexity get nothing. Trying to chase the one lures them into the rest, and HEET group up effectively.
The pacing, it's been an issue for them. Floppy will try and reply. Just one. Lucky even going in with the P250, a bit too bold. And now Junior can push forward. He's recovered in an AWP, and he's brought the odds even. A smoke gets him out to a safer line to further this reactionary gap with the nade. It finishes off JT and the molly. The flames lick as Junior has to press away, but time. He has it not on his side, but at least it exists. It's something for the Opera to work with. But he's wary of so many angles. Stuck in on the smoke. It'll fade, and he'll push. Scoped up, close corner, he's ready for it. Does the swing come? The shot, no, it misses out. And now they know where he is. They can press forward more with the molly, but Junior has it as well. He'll get it down. The bomb to be planted, but he has to stay on this site. He's so worried that someone could be coming from the stairs, but really he only has to be ready back towards the generator, and the shots just miss. Junior falls off the map. And well, the gap, it has been lessened to 2.
The utility usage is just so prime here from HEET, right? We're seeing it again and again. They're finding kills with the nades. They're finding damage with the nades. The Molotovs pushing players off, giving them the space, allowing them to get into the setups they're looking for. And once again, their mid setup works brilliantly, right? Joko's going forward as the first player. As soon as he sniffs somebody, he's out. He's bailing. He's running because he knows he's got teammates right behind him. That's the trap. That lures you in, and then they just jump on you and shut down every player who's been lured into mid, thinking they could chase that kill, thinking they could get that early pick. He was the bait, and they suffered majorly for taking it.
Timeout called here for Cole. Their first one of the map.
Need it.
They do.
They keep getting bomb plants, so they're able to keep this going in terms of the economy, but it's been a long time since they've had a successful round.
The pace has been killing them. The early util damage, that time it was out towards mid. Pressure is great. A reset is forced out. Cole have to fall away and then try and reattempt at the stairs, and sure, Junior had a couple impressive early frags, but in the end, op 1v2, it's just such a tough situation to even consider winning on out. Now they'll slow back on down. At least. Elsewhere on the map, but Fang, he's up forward this time, no utility to chip away.
They still want the space.
Yeah.
I was thinking they might take a page out of the 9Z playbook, slow things down.
It even looked that way right off the rip, but no. They're straight back to the ramp aggression. It is a much more passive hold, though, out of the HEET camp. Only Afro here, and he's deep. Support is being rotated on in, though. And the utility, it's coming out, still hits it. Afro blinded up, finds JT. And there's no way you can trade that. There's no way you can reply except by keeping a player aggressive. Except by keeping a man like Grim in a spot where he can deny. A flank's coming. There are players to hold this down. In fact, there's a strong force to deny. Junior, though, how ready is he? They're waiting, hesitant. It's going to be a fight from 2 angles, a pinch back into this site, and Cole, they have to pick their battles and win it. But the timer, it's in their favor. It's taking a swing. The flash, excellent. Xrc still alive. Not for long. Trades there. We stay even now. That bomb is taking. It's a massive issue because Grim's position, he was sitting on the railing the whole time, and he shuts down for a double. Fang to win it in the 1v1, and Cole to break the loss streak.
So many of these rounds have come right down to the wire, and one breaks Complexity's way. HEET, though, they managed to build up a bit of the bank. Not a great one. Again, rounds coming down to the wire makes life difficult as a CT. But Grim playing his time, waiting for his moment. That patience pays off, and it's really the key piece to securing them this round. So now a timeout comes through from Heat. Time is getting short here on this first map, on your map pick, and you may not have too many more opportunities. Do you want to risk investing into this round? How much do you want to bet in this moment, or do you risk it and battle for overtime instead?
Tough choices to be made.
I would not envy the in-game leader here. I don't want to be body in this situation, calling for what you want.
They're buying. They're taking the risk, taking the gamble. I mean, they have the trimmings they need. Afro's up. It's been hit or miss, but when it hits, wins rounds.
It's been good. I mean, the first half he was much quieter, but he's climbed up to 17 and 18
the CT
right now.
side has definitely been his improvement point. That's what you expect from an Opper.
He's looking to start the party early here. Looking for that B stairs aggression. It's not happening just yet. They'll leave Floppy to hold for any pushes. And Exercise might give it to him.
Is Joko gonna push this?
There's the push. And the punish. That's what Floppy was waiting for. One for free here.
It's a good way to get things started for Cole. There will be a reply on the ramp nade. Not gonna finish the job, but the bullet, they will. Last couple on the mag. Take the head off of Fang. So we reset to a 4v4, and while Floppy denied the early aggression, he's yet to suss out this op.
They don't know.
Yeah, they're unaware. Afro spots the legs. That snappy adjustment up. Does he go for more? No. Falls away, but has another line, has another shot. Afro performing and still on this angle. Now supportive utility is here, but Floppy better on the angle. So 3 versus 2, but Lucky recovers the AWP. It's not a golden ticket. It might be his undoing instead. A smoke to play around Deagle. That's what he has to use instead, as these close angles can be so punishing. But the timer, there's still plenty left. Complexity, they still have options. They'll hold for a moment. Molly to try and force a fight, but it's only Junior, and Joko shuts it down.
This one feels like it's going to come right down to the wire, and I don't know which way it's going to fall. The money's not good for either side, but of course the war chest for Complexity's been depleted here. There's going to be the temptation to chase it in, but they won't give in, at least for the moment. Minimal investment here, something to work with, something to fight with. Try and get one of those bomb plants, and that's really the difference, is that round, they don't get it planted. As a result, we don't see another buy come in. So close on this. Heat, though, get a stay of execution with that one. They risked it. And it paid off. Player out towards Cement, not being spotted. Fang already passed him, not going to be able to get the kill, just trying to get the pace. But Heat were prepared for it. Junior spot is a bit cheeky here.
He'll have to fall off it, though. Afro, spotted out. Deagle spam, though, not going to quite find anything. So the spray away to finish things off. Heat will look to convert this one clean. There has been a bit of space found for Cole elsewhere, but Floppy's chances denied. Whereas the bomb, not a part of this play. Grim at least finds one before they fall, but Heat are bringing this one close.
And now you've got the situation where because you keep the players healthy there, you've got a gimme. You're going to be able to battle for overtime even if this falls away, so there's a little bit of pressure relieved. The investment's going to come back through from Complexity. It's going to be rifles up all the way down. And they need to crack one more through here to find map point to, at the very least, secure overtime. Fang has been a star for them. 29 kills to this point, pacing the server. One more big Fang round could be what they need to push them over the line.
Could indeed. Over towards the ramp. It's more aggressive this time out of Heat. Joko will tuck this close corner. We saw this a little earlier. In towards the half, and success was able to be found. This time, though, it's out towards mid. Grim takes one. He spotted the op, and Fang finds kills elsewhere. The map is Grim's. He can amble wherever he wants, but Lucky will trade through. It's the Deagle, but it's the backstab. It goes both ways. A revolving door of flanks. Who comes faster? Oh, body. He's taking the gamble, the 50-50. Which way does he look? Wrong direction. Grim finds it down now. The site is completely open. Complexity will have a near guaranteed post plant, and does Heat even want to go for it? Grim surely does. He'll push deep. Molly does show him. Does that call for him to back away? Or does that just confirm for him to dive further?
They want to chase the kill, right? So now he just needs to buy the time and
kill Grim, you save. That's a pretty good outcome for Heat.
He's going to have them flanked in. Now they have to commit. That's one gun out. All on the Lucky, who's got the AWP, who's behind enemy lines here in no man's land. Maybe they think it's clear, but you could tell they're still being diligent here. Grim will not have calm that he's cleared everything. And they want this. They want this gun, and they will find it. Nothing saved through. A bit of cash to scrape together a buy here as Heat try and fight for survival, try and fight for Vertigo. Complexity on the precipice of moving up 1-0 here in this series.
Grim was the man to open things up and the one to shut things down. He's been chilling out mid. It's his position. He's there pretty much every round, but this is the first time that he's managed to crack open that vault, find himself some space. Tactical timeout called. Cold only need one more to close this. And even if Heat can win this round, they need it clean. They need it clean. If you win and the money is tight, then what? You have a couple SMGs facing up against, again, map point.
It's going to be a challenge anyway. You split it. Joko opting to take the Deagle, no armor here. He was the star for them in their last go-around on Inferno.
And he's the one falling on the sword.
He's the one making the sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's wild. It's been a much more even affair, to be fair, for Heat. It's been even across the board for them. We've had big moments from a lot of different players, but maybe they need one of those star power shining moments to get them through this, because they need 2 more rounds. Lucky getting some of that util damage again. JT eating a nade. The space has been taken. They're down below the steps now, and Lucky's going to have to be careful. Smoke to allow Floppy in towards this peak. Trying to just find a player moving through the crack between the box and the smoke. Something, anything he can punish. Nice flash. 2 kills off of it. There we go. Exercise coming alive. They've lost the mid presence, but that was just the unarmored Deagle. That's okay. A second, though. A little worse for the wear. Grim's got this space once more. He lurked through here to great effect, but that smoke bounces. It doesn't give him the control he wanted, so he's going to back away, and he's caught before he does.
Oh, that's the worst turn. And look at Afro. He's been on an off angle here, posted practically the whole round, Junior. Surely he's not ready for this. Oh, Fang might just be. Smoke down, now revealed. It's the AK. Headshot connection. Junior posts on the line, but he can't find the shot. What is that out of Lucky? Bombs on the floor. But still time to work with. Fang, 1 HP and a 1v2. He'll inch forward. And a boost is going up. Does he see that? Does he hear that? There's no way to know. He tucks close. The patient game, 30 seconds. They can push him. But he can hold, and he's just not prepared. Lucky. And the final frag, the first one far more impressive. But Heat, they have survival at the very least.
My goodness. That smoke miss from Grim, instead of hitting the Molotov, it bounces off. That was all of the difference, because that allows Lucky to chase that kill. Huge moment, critical mistake there. And that might just have kept Heat going here. They're going to use their last time out. They try and figure out the buy. They try and figure out what they've got going here, because they are going to have to spread the money thin. But they've got enough to get 4 rifles up with the 2 saved guns, and same's going to be said for Complexity on the other side. They're scraping out every last dollar to buy flashes, nades, what have you, anything that you can make work here. It all comes down to this. We've gone the full 30 here on Vertigo. 1 more round. A Complexity win or overtime.
Pressure is applied here to Heat. Their map choice.
Fang has 32 kills. Man's going ham. 106 ADR through 29 rounds.
It is impressive. Grim as well has been having a ringer of a game. Both these guys stepping up, and Grim is straight back to his old shenanigans, but there's something new in mid. Joko's posted, boosted. MP9 in hand. Flash. We'll keep him away. Grim! The shot is obscene as he cuts a man down in mid. Now man advantage. What is the reply? Surely they have to push something, apply some pressure elsewhere. Afro is trying to do so. Over towards the ramp, but Cole are taking their sweet time. Floppy was making sure nothing's happening. Over towards the stairs, and he's aware of that. So now, the patience game has to continue.
They're letting this time whittle off the clock, though. Body's going to try and re-clear for some info. He's just jumping for it. He's got a Molotov on. Hasn't spotted anyone yet, but as soon as he does, there's the information. Blip on the radar. All he needs to cue him off. The lineup here for Afro. Body's got 1. Afro trying to find something. Cannot. At least the numbers have been evened out. 50 seconds. They've rebuffed Complexity's attack. They've held him at bay for now, and now the boost.
If Complexity re-hit, this could be a catastrophe. And they are, but the boost is forced away. So now Cole will work their way ever quietly up the ramp. Information limited here for Heat. You see there's a player on the swing towards mid, so rotations will be fast, but Afro is boosted. An off angle. They've played this before for the side of Heat. Is Grim ready for it? That's the biggest question. He's not the healthiest, but the utility reigns in. The push soon to come. Body on the swing. Rotations. Are they coming yet? He's hesitant to do so. They have a man back towards spawn still. Complexity, 10 seconds. They are letting this one drain. JT planting. Is there utility to deny? No. Flames lick at his feet. Does not matter. He gets down. He gets away, but Exorcise on the flank. He's alone in this endeavor. He needs something massive, but he's waiting for the anvil on the other side to hit down. Junior holds. Junior ready, but Grim taken, flying off the map, and now activated is Exorcise to claim to. Swing from JT, unsuccessful, and the French push it to OT.
There we go. The retake works out. The long flank, they waited for it to deliver, and it does to perfection. We'll take a quick break here and be back for more Counter-Strike.
Always thought I could walk through fire, blow up a storm and see the light, yeah. I told my friends that I could run on water, and they said nobody can. They'll see me flying through the sky, yeah. Play hide and seek behind the clouds. I show my friends that I'm not scared of dreaming, and I'll do that again, over and over again. Suddenly, the heart and chest feels heavy. The calm is just a memory. It's failing me, and I know I could never surrender. My beating heart, it won't give up. As long as I am here, I'll never stop. They say I can't, I say, so what? Just watch me go like a supernova. My beating heart hits like a drum. You know I run through life forever.
Well, Complexity, they're looking for their opportunity at vengeance against HEET, but it's still an overtime away. HEET managing to fight tooth and nail to take us here and now. OT to decide it.
Critical retakes coming through from HEET. I mean, it looked like Complexity had some of those rounds wrapped up with a bow, but HEET stick in it. They stay focused, and again, their precision utility usage just helps set them up for some snappy retakes in tough situations. Now again, we reset. Best of 6 here. First to 19. That's all you need to be focused on. It's like the previous rounds haven't even happened. $12,500 in your bank account before this one. Now invested on it. Afro posted here, waiting for someone to come around the angle. He is committed, but he will burn, sticking in the flames for an extra moment just to see if he couldn't get something, anything.
Joko.
Someone's present, but Joko's so far forward.
Oh, this gets weird. Floppy's falling back. So much space cleared. And Floppy, what's the timing on this? Junior! Now he's hitting. That's a double. But still, Joko is the critical man, the critical venture in this. But is it too late? Because his team is all dying on the site. And with the flank is coming, he's found no flesh, at least for now. He needs 3 here, really. He needs everything here. The round has to just be this one man, and he waits patiently. An opportunity not even arising. He gets 1. Second, not there. Round feels over. Exorcise shut down. Complexity finally showing some heat.
I think Complexity may have just washed the ghosts of that Exorcise flank round away.
Yeah.
Right? He crushed them from the ramp, but Joko with his turn just a little bit too slow. Once there's no longer a team in front of you to deal with, that flank becomes less of an issue. So not able to have the impact he was hoping for, and now Complexity are up around again. Now they would have loved to take that round in regulation, but they couldn't. So now we go again.
Truly the OT moment.
Classic OT moment. A push in here for Lucky. He'll get 1, but he's being chased. He can't post back on the angle. The box, too brittle. The corner gives him up, and now a second kill comes through, so advantage Complexity for the moment.
Exorcise on a push here. Floppy's holding. Grim is on a rotation. He did catch this. Timing. Does he spot it? Not yet. Elbow showing 1. Second confirmed onto the USP somehow. Still sustaining, but not for long. 2v2 site taken.
Such a brilliant maneuver. Bomb's going to make its way in towards the plant, and no one's here ready for it, but a flank on. And Body trying to deny off of the utility. It was their friend earlier. Fang's holding for this, though. Is Joko going to expect that? Or will he expect him to be forward? He's got to clear his corners, and he's not going to do so. A critical error here. That bomb now will start to make its way to being planted. But they still got time. They've got 55 seconds. They don't have to do this. Posted up. A miss from Junior, and Body punishes. Down to the clutch here, and Body's got all the health in the world to work with. He knows he dropped that bomb, and he's going to take his time.
Does he fully wrap this?
To reposition.
He can play the game of the mind. He's maybe making a risk. He's putting himself in a position where he still should be able to hear if Fang commits, but Fang
could go through.
He's pushing deeper.
No. He'll back away.
He just wanted the early information. Now he'll commit to this plant. But the thing is, in this amount of time, he should realize that Body could be anywhere. But Body's just at the burp. And he's holding close.
And he might give the audio cue as he drops around. There's the spot. Now Fang knows. It's down to a fight now, dancing around the aircon, but Body's got it. Another huge clutch. The third clutch for this man in this game at critical junctures for HEET. And he pulls back another round.
And I love the way Body plays that, right? He doesn't fully commit to anything too risky. He takes himself out towards mid. He's in a spot where if the long rotation is made, then he can just head his way straight on over towards the ramp. He can wrap down below, or he can just run back through the berm and aggress, or he can just shoot the bodies.
I don't know what was maybe said there during that halftime break or that round break, but Body venting a little frustration there, perhaps a little nerves. Whatever it is, he pulls off another huge clutch, massive
honestly, like,
round
great movement from Fang even to keep himself alive as long as he did. Like, Fang was playing that, I think, correct way. Body's just better in these clutches. He's looked really impressive. The HP advantage does not hurt.
Afro aggressive into this one. Fang there, but not able to punish in this round. So Fang dropped early. He's been a massive contributor here, and they're not able to trade back the kill. Looking for it, trying some lucky spams, but Afro will live to fight another day and lock down a ramp in the process.
What's the reply now out of Complexity? Floppy will make some waves over towards the stairs, at least hold anything that was looking to happen in that direction. Cut noise, re-exec towards the ramp seems to be the call. Still time left on the clock for Cole to do so. But he'd still have Afro in close. He'll drop down. He wants this fight. At least the spray down.
Afro loves his off angles on this map.
Oh yeah, he does.
He's played so many different spots, boosted up, just cheekily around a corner, trying to get that slim advantage on the initial peak. Just that moment of doubt in your opponent.
But in the pushback, Complexity have found a gap, but Afro's still here. Another off angle, another chance. He's spamming spots out Grim. Can he finish the job? Yes, absolutely. Getting away, though, that's a different story. And, well, the story, it's got the same ending.
35 seconds. Gotta go for this sooner rather than later. Utility in, and the reinforcements are here, but what a shot for Floppy. I think that may have just been an angle. Don't know if he's spotted.
Don't think so.
Molotov will deny the plant for the moment.
Wait, can you see the boost up here? Joko's jumped his way on up. The swing, waiting. No, yes, but now the swing's here. And Floppy was ready for it. Well read out of the man. So 3v3. It's even. Util to go deep. Allows for his teammates retreat. And Junior's posted. AWP, what do you have for HEET? 2 flashes of smoke. Save the smoke for the bomb.
Oh, it's too high.
No, you're right. It missed. And this is now a one-way. Junior can hold this. This gives advantage over to Complexity in the time. It's already working towards them. JT doubles down on the hold. Afro has no HP. He has an AWP, and he's just got no damn chance. JT on the shutdown. Complexity take the better half.
Advantage again. HEET, they can't pull ahead. They're dragging them so close, constantly keeping them just within arm's reach, but that critical round to pull into the lead just eludes them by the tips of their fingers. Oh, I thought Afro had done enough. Brilliant play here towards the ramp, but no. It falls apart. It falls away from him. And Complexity managed to put that one in their pockets.
Just the tap to close it. CT-sided start now for Complexity.
And remember, they found double digits in the first half. It was good for them on the defense. Fang in particular having a lot of success here at the gate ramp.
This man almost has 40, Mike.
He's close.
On the cusp of it. Could very well get it in this half. They're testing Floppy instead. He's been struggling in these positions, and he needs to be the stoic anchor. Steps up to it. Grim there to aid. Complete shutdown towards the site. And look at JT. He's pushed all the way down the ramp. He'll have a backstab if it even comes down to it, because you still have Grim and Floppy here on the site holding. They know about Body's angles, and Body cannot escape a flash forward, and Grim for a triple.
They convert clean. That's series. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's been a long map. That's map point already. Not the series just yet. There's a lot more CS to play here.
There is.
HEET, for HEET, there's 2 more rounds to play in this. In their map pick, 2 more huge moments we need from them.
We'll have to see if they can get it done. It's going to be tough. Cole is so good on the defensive side of this map. An Afro. We'll just post with the off. This is so aggressive. This time not Fang. JT instead will be the man to tuck close.
They're expecting it. This mid play has been trickier for them, right? Grim's been locking that down. The other monster we've had here. We've been talking about Fang, but Grim's sitting on 34. He's not exactly lagging far behind. On Floppy, just behind the girder. Somewhat isolated. Flashbang for the peak, but Floppy, Lucky falls right off of that. I think he may have been spotted as he dropped. Comes right back into the angle, and this time he's ready for it. Recognizing what that flashbang likely meant. We'll bring in the kill. It's traded instantly on the other side of the map, and there's another one. Junior's up, punishing down the ramp. They found that space towards B, but they decided to try and capitalize on the other side, and that was a bit of a mistake.
And now what's the reply? Quick up the stairs. Grim is still here. He has a smoke to play around. He'll talk off angle. Tough to clear from this position. Grim
In the smoke.
waiting on the fade. Waiting on the opportunity. He'll tuck deep. Doesn't know about the player behind him. Where's the adjustment? Not in time. But still, it's only Lucky. Junior takes down the final teammate in Joko. So it's again a clutch requisite for HEET's success. The Molly, does it burn Fang? No.
It's too far.
He's fine. The spread, not enough. And the Molly on the other side works far better. Caught with utility in hand is Lucky. Fang has the shutdown, and Complexity take map number 1.
What a brawl. What an affair. What a valiant effort by HEET as well. Constantly coming behind in that one. Some brilliant retakes, some huge clutches, some bright moments. That was a battle all the way through. There was no moment where you just